What's going on, everybody? It is the Beast 93 back here with you at YellowHammer Farms. As I said in my last video, there was a guy that was asking me about doing a farm tour or map tour of what we got going on here at YellowHammer Agco. So what we're going to do today is I'm just going to take you around and show you everything we got set up here. It won't be a super long video, but I thought I'd show you guys because a lot of you seem to like the way I got it set up, and I really appreciate it. So we'll take you around and I'm going to show you where I got everything and what's going on. So let's get started. Of course, you know, this is our cow pen over here. It's our cow pasture in our barn. I've got my New Holland forklift parked in here. I got a little hay back there that I need to get up. Over here in this shed, I don't have anything in here. I used to have 3 fertilizer spreaders in here. Or 2 rather than 3. But I got rid of them a couple years ago. This is our water tank for our cows, because it's somewhat a difficult task to get my 18-wheeler in there. I mean, I can do it, but it is, you know, it's just a lot easier to hook up to a tractor than this. Let's see, right over here in this barn I have my my windrower and my tedder. Anybody that if anybody watched when Farmer Man and them came to the farm to help me, I used to have shoot, man, I bet you I had 6 or 7 silo extensions around here, but I have since took those off and replaced them with 2 small ones, just because I wasn't putting, I think I had like 1.3 million liters storage, and I just wasn't getting nowhere near that, so I decided to just take them off. We got our Krone big pack 120/80. It's getting about that time. You're finna start seeing this a lot more. We have our I can't never remember the name of this daggum thing here. Open plows. The Ecolotil 2500. Silage bunker is empty. Farmer Man and them, when they came and helped me do my silage harvest off of 1A over there, I think we put 1.3 million liters of silage in it, and that lasted me for about 2 years on 3-day seasons, because I was usually about, when I was running 3-day seasons, the last part of fall, which would have been the last 30 days, or day 3, I always leased that big Mammoth mixture wagon, and went ahead and mixed up my power food and stored it in a silo over there. This is our silos right here. I did replace the large silo extensions with 2 small ones. That gives me 350,000 liters of capacity, which is more than enough. I mean, if it gets come harvest, I may add 2 more of the small ones, but you know, I'm not really in a hurry right now. We have our Cokerlin cultivator here. nice machine. I really like that cultivator. I think it's about the only one I'll use on a big farm. I used to like the Horse Tiger TLT 10 LT, but as you can see, it takes 400 horsepower to 400 horsepower to pull it, and it's only 10.2 meters wide, which I mean is a good fair bit. But the Cokerling all-rounder is 14.5 meters wide, and it's 50 less horsepower, so I go with it. I think I can pull that at about 9 or 10 miles an hour. We got our Amazon Condor 1501 or 15001, I guess. I'm not real sure. I believe this is my favorite planter on the game. Let's go in here and look. I do like the Horse Pronto 9 for when you're first starting out, and the Maestro 12 SW, because that's got your corn and stuff in it and your root crop. But I like to, as soon as I get enough money, if I'm on a big enough farm, I'm going to go ahead and get an Amazon Condor, because you're getting 15 meter width on it, so it doesn't take long to plant anything. Plus it's got the fertilizer along with the seed, so that helps. We'll get your fertilizer done. I do like the Great Plains. I have used it. It's 18.2 meters. The only thing I don't like about it is you can't get the fertilizer with it. But I'm trying to think of a way. I'm gonna try to eventually get away from not using any fertilizer, and just going, all organic. So we'll look at that sometime soon, coming up in the future. And it's a lot cheaper than the Condor as well. The Seed Hawk and stuff, it's just a little too big for me. Here we have our Meyer Boss trailer. I really like this trailer. To me, it's got it's more of an American style trailer than really anything else. I mean, don't get me wrong. Now the BSM trailer, as far as it looks fantastic. I use it all the time, but you just don't see many 3-axle trailers driving around. So I went with the Meyer Boss. It only holds, I think, 5,000 less than what the BSM trailer does. But I've had a couple of people. I was watching Mr. Silly P's episode the other day, and he was talking about, I commented on, said, you ought to try out the Meyer Boss, and I think, is that what it's called? Lord, I can't even remember. I just looked at it. Yeah, it's a Meyer, but it's a Boss RT. And there was a couple of people that, replied back to my comment and said, there's a lot of issues with it, as far as the tipping animation. It kind of makes it laggy or something like that. But I mean, I haven't had any problems with it. It could just be, there may be a mod conflict, or it may, may just need an update. This trailer's been out for a while, and I've only used it a few times, but I really do like it. And then over here, I like this trailer too, the Tank Tech. It takes up a lot of space, a lot of slots. I mean, not space. Well, I guess it would be space. Where am I trying to go here? Miscellaneous. Yeah, here we go. They got the fuel tank and they got the all-purpose tanker. Now, when this trailer first came out, it was just a 3-axle, and I didn't use it that much because, like I said, you don't see many 3-axle semi-trailers in the United States. Not saying that there's not any, but I hadn't seen any around my part of the country. But they updated it and they come out with the US style, and I really do like this trailer. I really do. Comes in handy. You can do a lot of stuff with it as far as hauling your water and your slurry or liquid fertilizer, whatever you need to do, all in one. But that takes care of that shed there. And then I got a little road here that goes out the back of my farm here. Usually what I do, I'll use this whenever after harvest, whenever we're hauling grain. Whenever we're hauling grain to the sale points, if we have to go to Agri XJS, I'll pull my truck around and fill it up at the silo, and then I'll come out this way. And then when I come back, I'll come back in this way and turn around. Just, you know, don't make that big of a difference to keep from having to go all the way down and come around and turn. Just a extra exit. And out here we have our slurry spreader that I just bought the other day, a couple episodes ago. I haven't used the slurry stuff too much, nor the manure spreader stuff. But I have tried it on Lone Oak, the manure spread, and I done it, you know, before I started recording. It's been a couple of seasons ago I used it. So I may get back into because between my pigs and my cows, they produce enough manure. Plus I got the manure buy point over there if I need some. Here we got another Boss trailer. This is my solid manure trailer. This is what I haul to the manure sale point over there. Where's it at? Here. Oops. Find the right screen here. It's over there by the Green Oak wool sale point. I just call it Green Oak manure. So we got that. And then I have another cultivator. And then over here, I got my Big M mower. I really enjoy using this mod, man. It makes everything just so much easier. And it is kind of too big for this map, but at the same time, if you look, I mean, you got when you start out, field 44 is a grass field. You know, I just turned it over and planted it this year. But that'd be about the only field you would need the Big M on, really. But I do use it quite a bit, and I do like it a lot. And it's about that time of the year you'll be seeing it around the farm before too long. And all this here, I did have storage in this. I had all up. I had a couple of drive-through sheds for my headers, but you know, after that update, freaking slot counts got messed with, and it just got in the way of me purchasing equipment, so I had to sell it, and I just rolled it over to get it back to its excuse me. These trees I placed around here, you know, just to kind of, what's the word? Just to kind of liven the place up, I guess. I had all of this right here was plowed up. And at one time, before I put all these trees here, at one time, from the barn door over there, all of this right here, all the way around was covered in pig food. Man, it took me forever, and it took a lot of money to get that, but I just never could get my pig food to, never could get it to spread out just right, so I just ended up deleting all of it. But I kept the trees. I just kind of went around and thinned them a little bit. I'll probably do the same thing this year, just go through and cut every other one down just to kind of open it up a little bit. But I hadn't made my mind up on that yet. And then here we got our two headers. We got our case header, and we got our New Holland header. Excuse me just a second. Sorry about that. I had to take another phone call. Yeah, that's my two headers. I've got an extra weight. This goes on my YellowHammer edition voucher. But I do have the extra fertilizer tank hooked up to it right now, so that's why that's there. This is my good old auto load trailer. I think this is by far my favorite mod. The auto load, man, it just comes in handy. I mean, I like doing the the bales and stuff, and you know, BSM come out with the 4-bale stacker, and that helped a lot. But before that, with the just having to do it individually, just sucked. But with auto load, it makes it a lot easier. It ain't really realistic, but you know, it makes life easier when you play by yourself all the time. And I can get, you know, with 3 fertilizer states on field 44 there, I can get almost 100 bales off that field at one cutting. So yeah. Alright, in here is our equipment shed. You've probably seen the inside of here quite a bit. Right here I have my potato planter. Over here we have our 2-horse maestros for our root crops and our corn. That's the seed area there, but I don't use that. I have one outside. I'll show you in just a minute. We have our barrel core 18-wheeler. We got our seed tender truck. We have our brand new 950 Legend, just a sharp looking truck. We have our Brent grain cart, which here in just a few days we'll have to pull it out and get it ready for harvest season. And then of course we have our two harvesters, our New Holland and our case. I have 11 hours on the New Holland and 17 on the case. And then we have our two corn headers there. And then we've got our brand new Massey 8737 special edition. We have our Case Magnum 340 dual wheeled. I think this is my favorite tractor. And then we have our big 620 620 case. This is our green cart puller right here. You'll start seeing it out here for long. Getting it ready. I don't have anything in the shop. We got our little trailer here for the when I take the seed tender off the back of the truck in there. We have our gooseneck trailer and our pickup truck. This is my trailer that I use to haul my equipment with. Right over here. This is where I get my seed from. We've got the field trigger mod set up here. I just pull up under it and fill her up and go on about my business. These right here, I just kind of wanted to do something different, and I planted this tree here and that tree there and all these trees I planted right here. Just kind of want to do something different, just to, you know, just kind of make it look different, I guess. But yeah, that's where all my money goes, right there. Seed. And we got our little washer here. We've got our stump grinder in here. I don't got much in there. I got nothing in here actually. And then this is probably what everybody's been wanting to do right here, or wanting to see. Let's see, this right here I plowed up so whenever I have equipment delivered, there's a nice place for them to deliver it and have it set up or have it reset to the farm. This road here, well actually first, this right here is our parking lot. When either it be employees or customers or whoever comes in, they'll have a place to park here. It's not in the grass. And then this road here, I lined it up to come straight across like this to go over to my hay barn. That way, you know, I could just make a circle trip, and I'll show you what I mean here. So come off the field here, just come across, go down there. Got my greenhouses down there. I have 4 of them. I mean, as far as, you know, plowing up and cultivating roads, man, it's just wherever you want it to be at, you know. Place your stuff down and just go to town with a cultivator and a plow, and you can. I used a 6-meter plow and a 6-meter cultivator. I got our other 2 greenhouses here, and then I just kind of circled it around. I've got another gate here. This is for when I come in for store my root crops. And I put this in here. You know, I had the little turnaround right there. That's why there's grass in the middle. I had that set up for me to turn around because I only had 2 greenhouses at the time. But circle around and come back. You go that way once I get done putting my water in my And my greenhouse is this road just goes around. It comes out of the tip point here, and then that road there comes out of where you load it up at. I mean, this is for is I put my root crops in it. And then right here I have this is my hay barn. I got the lights right there. I put the wood gates in just to kind of, I don't know, just like everything else, just to make it different really. And what I do is when I pick it up off the field, I'll come up here and I'll make 4 stacks right across here, and I'll take my forklift and I'll stack it in the barn here how I want to. Nice and neat, because it is hard to get that auto load trailer in here straight to stack everything nice. But we got that. And then this is what I was talking about earlier. I made that road coming out of the coming away from the seed. It comes this way, just come in here and drop it off, and I can just pull my tractor and trailer through here and circle around and hit the field right up there. And this right here is just I guess really a shortcut, because I stack most of my hay on this end of the barn. And just say for instance, if somebody if I had to take it over by forklift to the shipping shed, what I call the shipping shed, straw shed, and just come out right there and come in and stack it up here. This is my straw. This is this is the trailer I use to haul straw to the pig farm. It's not really, I've only used it once, I think. And then I got the gate here and the road going out to the center gate where you can get back to the road. I mean, really, you know, depending on what you want to do, just place your stuff down how you want to, and then, like I said, just let your imagination go wild and you can come up with some stuff. That's pretty much what I did here, you know. Let's see. But that's our 2 sheds there. And then this here is my grass silo, or the forage and this ain't the, yeah, forage and ship silo. And I've got it set up here to where I can come straight out of this gate if I need to. And then when when I'm feeding the cows and I got extra stuff left in the back of the trailer, I just pull in, dump it here, and I can make a quick turn here and fill back up and go on. This is just kind of an extra route to the main road here. Don't use it much, but it's there in case I need it. The fencing and stuff, you just have to kind of, I can tell you, it's hard to get it perfect. I mean, I kind of wish there was a different way to, to get your fences up in a straight line. This particular set of fences I use is the one that's got the 1 panel, 2 panel, 4 panel, and 6 panel in it, and that's what I use to make my fences. Most of this is 6 panel and some 4 panel and 2 panel. And then I got the old rusty gates right here. I was gonna put some wood fence in the other day, but I downloaded it off the mod hub and I looked at it. I just wasn't, because I got the wood gates. The wood gates would be, they kind of sort of fit the barbed wire fence As far as height goes, I mean, a wood fence was super low. But yeah, that's pretty much all I did, man. You just gotta, it takes a while. It took me quite a while to do all this because I went all the way around. But like I said, if you get this, I forgot what it's called. Let's look here. You can go into the mod hub if you don't already have it downloaded. It's, well, it don't say. But anyway, you got the 1 panel, 2 panel, 4, 6 panel, and then you got your corner fences you can use, and you got the gates. Now, the gates, these ones, the single left hand and the single right hand gate, when you go to put them down, you can't see them. I don't know, it's something that, you know, they probably need an update, but these has been out for a while, so I doubt they're going to get one. This is the double gate you want to use here, because the same with these two, when you got to put them down, you can't see them. But these gates here go with the these 3 gates here go with these posts and fence here, and then these gates go with this fence and stuff here. But you know, like I said, when you go to put them down, you can't see them, so you can't see which way they're facing. Oh, excuse me, or anything like that. So I just used the other double gate off the other pack, and then I use these fence panels. And then I put a gate here because if you see my videos, you know I use this little road that I made here quite a bit, because I usually go all the way around and I back up into the end of the barn to feed the cows, and then I pull on out this way and come around, and I got the gate so I can go out right here. Used to, I didn't have that. I used to have to go all the way to the end and come back. So I decided to re-fence it and add the gating in, so it comes in handy. But yeah, man, that's about it around here. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope I didn't bore you too much. If you like the video, leave us a like. If you hadn't subscribed, go ahead and do that. But yeah, we'll catch you on the next one, y'all. Y'all take it easy. Have a great day.